What's up, everybody? I'm back at another video now. For this one, this is my, this is the horror films that I recommend. Before I even start this video, I want to give you a shout out to Kyle Valder. Um, he done a video sort of like this. A few weeks ago, a month ago. So shout out to him, and I should be able to go see it Chapter 2 later, maybe. If the depends on how bad the hurricane's gonna be. But yeah, so let's start this now. There's a lot of horror films that I recommend, like a lot of good ones. So yeah, start off with The Shining. The Shining is a great horror film. It's creepy. It's eerie at times. It's creepy and eerie at times. There's like a few jump scares, not a lot, but like a little bit. And The Shining, I really do recommend. You could probably get one for $5 right now, maybe. And Stephen King, he's a phenomenal book writer. So this is what this movie's based off of course. And yeah, like The Shining is a great movie. I recommend it. Anybody that hasn't seen it, I recommend this film. Next we have The Pumpkin Carver. Now I reviewed this last October, and I'm planning on doing another review with this. And October's coming up, so that's one of the big reasons I'm doing this video. And The Pumpkin Carver is an amazing slash. It's a slasher film that takes place on Halloween, so it sort of sounds like Michael Myers, sort of, right? It kind of does sound like it, but it ain't. It's different, but like it's a good original story. If you're a horror fan, you will love this film. And it has that fall feel. Like, I highly recommend Pumpkin Carver. Everybody that hasn't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a phenomenal film. I love this film. Now, all of the films I'm showing you is basically 10 out of 10 movies. Now, next we have the Conjuring universe. I decided to put all these together because, while they're doing a journey of the Conjuring universe, this is gonna be a horror journey for these films. And the Curse of La Llorona. What's so good about this one is, this ain't this ain't a 10 out of 10 movie or nothing, but the atmosphere is great and everything else is great, and the mood and atmosphere is great and the jump scare is great is in this film, but the story was decent. The Nun, the mood and atmosphere is great. That's all I can say about this film, and the jump scares also. The story didn't sell me that much. But yeah, the reason I say the Conjuring universe, put them all together instead of just the good ones, just the great ones, because I'm a huge fan of this universe and I cannot wait for Annabelle Comes Home, and that's another one I recommend and stuff. I recommend the Conjuring universe. It's like you gotta watch all the films before you see the Conjuring 3, because the Conjuring 3 is coming out next year. So yeah, the Conjuring universe. Next we have Child's Play. Now, Child's Play, Child's Play 2, 1, 2, and Cult of Chucky is what I recommend out of the Chucky franchise. Literally, this is the movies I highly recommend if you're a horror fan, if you're a slasher fan. These films are the ones to watch, and I highly recommend those. Those are 10 out of 10 movies. Child's Play 1 and 2 and Cult of Chucky, those are 10 out of 10 movies, and I highly recommend them. Those that haven't seen, the first Child's Play, what makes the first Child's Play a classic? This film is a classic. This film is definition not to make a good classic, and this is what made Chucky good right now. That's what made Chucky fans, is the original Child's Play, and from there on, Chucky fans started watching the whole collection of the Chucky films, and because of the original, and the original is amazing. The reason that movie's so special to me is because it was creepier, it was eerie, like you didn't know when Chucky was gonna come to life, and you found out Chucky was talking without any batteries in him. So, and then plus, some people said that Alex Vincent wasn't a great actor in the original Child's Play. He was. He was a great actor for a kid. Literally, that's what a kid would act like. He's a great actor. You know, Child's Play 2, what made that movie so good is they did try to, what was so great about the first Child's Play, they upped it up to an 11. Chucky's scary. Still scary in the second Child's Play. The kills, great. Um, and the look of the Chucky doll, great, phenomenal. And Brad Dourif is great as usual, and Alex Vincent, great. As Andy Barkley. So yeah, Child's Play 2 is a great Chucky film. Now, Cult Chucky is also a great film, but the only issue I have with it was how they explained it. Now, voodoo'sfordummies.com. That's how you're gonna explain it, really. But that's the only issue I have with it. But the rest of it, I loved. The multiple Chuckies, I love that. The multiple Chuckies, I loved it. And then you got Alex Vincent back playing Andy Barkley, loved that. And the movie was shot really well. And the kills are more brutal. This is probably like the brutalest Chucky movie out of all of them. And I did like the look of the doll. A lot of people don't. I can understand, but I did like the look of the doll, and I loved how it takes place in the mental asylum. All that put together adds up, and I only have one negative. Was how they explained everything, and stuff. So, and then plus they brought Brad Dourif's daughter back, Fiona Dourif, which is played Nika. And she was phenomenal in the film. This film has a lot of great acting. Like, the acting is great in this film. And the kills are great. The story was pretty good. Now, that adds up. Now we're going to go to my other films. Now, the other films that I recommend is the original Halloween and Halloween 4 and Halloween 2018. Now, those horror films are the films that I recommend like crazy. Like, I recommend these films. And because if you're a diehard slasher fan, you know the original Halloween is a slasher movie, but it don't show a lot of blood. You know, it does show some slashing, but it don't show blood, if that makes any sense. You know, when Michael Myers stabs, the person hangs off the freaking wall. So yeah, it does have some kills, but it didn't show that much blood in those kills. But yeah, this film, you know, that a slow burn build up, it leads you to the end of the film, which is amazing, and I love this film. Halloween 4 I totally recommend. Also Halloween 4 y'all should definitely watch. If y'all are diehard slasher fans, Halloween 4 is the movie to watch. Halloween 1 and Halloween 4 and Halloween 2018, those films are great horror films to watch. And I'm a diehard Michael Myers fan. These are probably my favorite films out of the movies I'm showing y'all. I want to show y'all, but I'm not ranking them. I'm just showing y'all my top. And I'm just showing y'all my the horror films I recommend. Next up, we have the Friday Night remakes. Now, this is one of them things that actually top the original. And normally, it's really rare for a movie to top the original, but these two top the original Friday Night movies. And these two remakes are amazing remakes. If you haven't seen them, you'll definitely check them out. I really recommend those films. All these films, I totally recommend. Next, we have It. Y'all know that was coming in there. This is another one of those movies that actually topped the original. A remake that topped the original. It's like we have only two great remakes ever in the world, and yeah, like It, 2017. Excuse me, y'all. Third to dry today. 2017. Bill Skarsgård played the perfect Pennywise, and he was actually scary in this, and I cannot wait to see It Chapter 2. I should be able to see it later. Depends on how bad the hurricane's gonna be. If I don't see it today, possibly go see it tomorrow. I don't know if the hurricane's gonna be around it for tomorrow, but yeah, I'll definitely go see It Chapter 2. But yeah, It 2002 is an amazing film. I definitely recommend this film. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. because everybody loves this film that's a horror fan, literally. Like, I hadn't seen that much negatives of that film. Now, next we have Happy Death Day 1 and 2. Now, I love the first one. I love the second one. Sometimes I don't know which one's better. Now, the first one, I mean, when I saw this, I was like, PG-13 slasher film. Like, when I seen this in Walmart, I was like, this movie's gonna be trash. But when I watched this film, I was like, a PG-13 slasher film that's done well. Wow. Like, the great films. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this video because, I didn't include Insidious in this one, but I might include Insidious in the next one or something because I had a lot of movies that I recommend. And, Happy Death Day to You. Both of them are masterpieces. And it's surprisingly masterpieces. And I would love to see a third one to this one. Make it a trilogy and then it's there. I feel like that they can make it, we can have a great horror trilogy if they keep it at the third film. Because everything after that, they can run to the ground. But yeah, I think that they can have a good trilogy. They make it good. And besides, I like the second one a little bit better than the original. And the original Happy Death Day. And because this one had more emotion. This movie had a little bit of emotion, the original, but this one had more emotion. Like this horror film right here, and like I said a lot of times, you gotta have emotion in the horror films. You gotta have emotion, and that's why I want to do a Halloween fan film because I would add emotion. Of course, I'll make the shit scary as fuck, but I would add emotion in with everything. I would add good storytelling, but yeah, I got plans for it. But I don't want to spoil it just in case I make it because I got a lot of great ideas for it. But yeah, I might end up making it, but I probably have to save up a lot of money for it. Yeah, but Happy Death Day 1 and 2, amazing films. Like the second one, just a teeny bit better than the first one. Now, next we have The Strangers Pray at Night. Now, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion. I didn't like the first one too good. I really didn't. The reason for that is I felt like it was slow paced and it was a lot quiet and stuff, and it was kind of boring to me. But at the Strange Pray at Night, I felt like they upped the kills. You got to see more kills, and it takes place in a trailer park, which is creepy because that's some real life shit. People live in a trailer park, and then it's like end up getting slaughtered or something. That's some scary shit right there. And I love the camera shots in this film. They got some emotion in this film, but yeah, this film I highly recommend. Next we have Hellfest. Now there's another sort of original slasher film. I feel like this movie don't get that much credit, and stuff, but this should have a lot of credit. Now the kills in this were freaking phenomenal. There's some characters that you wish, damn, I wish they didn't die, damn. But that proves that you engage in these characters, and the kills are freaking great. And it's about a guy that's wearing a freaking zombie mask, and it's about these teenagers that go into freaking this sort of like a carnival or something. This I don't know, not a carnival, but you know what I'm talking about, like sort of like it's crazy. Like, I love this film. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the kills. This film, I definitely recommend. It's a great film. It's a good time. Like, you would have a good time watching it. Now, those are the horror films that I totally recommend. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I might do a part 2 of this soon. But if y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and share. And also hit the bell so you know when the videos uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Now I'm out. Peace.